Welcome back to part 3 of this 4-part series on how to build a business website using Squarespace with artist Tommy Greyeyes. In part 3, we'll dive more deeply into the platform and show you how to do a whole lot of new things, including editing pages and navigation, how to start with a blank page, adding and editing galleries. Okay, there's actually quite a bit, so I'm just going to read from this list now. Adding code to embed on your website, how to edit multiple images, how to add social media accounts like Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, and how to use the design settings to change your font or the color schemes on your website. If you're just getting started with this video series, I suggest that you go back to part 1 and part 2 so that you can get up to speed with where Tommy is kicking off today. You can find parts 1 and part 2 on both the Change Labs YouTube channel as well as our Facebook page. And finally, don't forget that you can create a free Squarespace account so that you can follow along with what Tommy is doing on either your laptop or your desktop. Okay, let's get started.
I want to edit my index. I want this to be like a tour directory with different tours listed here. Edit the titles. I don't really like these preloaded pages. I'm just going to delete them. This contact page, I probably would want that, but not in my index. Maybe next to the store. I don't need a README. And I won't be covering the news or the blog option here, but you can look into that later. Okay, empty folder. Let's add a page. I kind of just want a standard layout, just something like this. Picture, maybe like, I don't know, maybe a gallery. We can just go to the photos immediately, then read something about it, and then book it. I think I'm just going to start with the blank page this time. Mountain tour. Okay, now I want to add my gallery. I kind of want something that people will scroll through. I have a couple options here. One has this little preview. I like this one. Yeah, and here I can probably go to the next image. Maybe not in this edit mode, but okay, I clicked on that gallery button here. These are all the images. I don't want any of them because this is a mountain tour. Select and delete. Mountain. Oh yeah, this looks nice. So you get the idea. I'm going to upload the photos into the gallery. Here I can edit the description, make it a clickable link. So if I click on the image, it'll take me somewhere. Add a description, tour, sure. I'm pretty sure this description will be like metadata. It may help with the search engine optimization. Next, I want to add some text. Maybe this one. We'll try this. So I have some more lorem ipsum. This would be like the about the tour, tour information, all that stuff. And then I probably would add a booking feature. I could do that in a number of ways. I know like some tour companies use different booking platforms like Fair Harbor, where you can get the code and place it in. Or you can also use Squarespace's scheduling option, but you have to pay extra for this feature. For example, I would probably use this code feature and use a third-party booking site. In this case, I'm going to use Calendly, and I've already created an account and created a calendar. I want to add this to my website. This is how I want it to look. I want it to be embedded on the site. I don't want it to be like something you click on, it takes you off site. I have a few features here I can edit. But yeah, this is the code I want. Go back. Delete this code. And apply. So it's not showing me now, but maybe if I save. Okay, yay, loaded. Tour 1. Some information. People can select a date, select the time, enter the details. Nice. So I have my first tour. I would keep going, making tour pages for every tour I have. Maybe this is a lake tour. Okay, next I want to edit my tour directory. I want to add a mountain tour here, put a lake tour and something else there. Click edit. I want to rename this our tours. Go ahead and choose an image, most likely the same image as the homepage. I know I can find that in my imported folder. Next, I want to get rid of the caption. This stretch button here is selected so that the image will fit this container, and you can move this to change the span of the container. It's going to leave it on for now. And I want to link it to my mountain page. Go to page, it's internal. Apply. Mountain tour. Nice. Notice how this image is not the same dimensions. It's a little shorter. Let's go to edit, image editor. I'm going to crop it at the same dimension as the previous image. I know the previous image is at 3:2. Okay, now it lines up. It's looking good. I'm just gonna leave the stretch option off. Apply. I don't know why it does that. I'm just trying to edit just this here, just the title. Lake tour. Okay, for this third page, let's say we have an image that isn't already in a landscape mode. Something in a portrait mode. Like this. I'm going to turn this caption off. I don't have anything to link it to right now. This is just for an example. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. This image here. I'm going to go ahead and crop it again. Image editor. And reposition. Nice, it all looks good. It's all lined up. Gonna save. Okay, next I want to add my social media links. Go to Settings, Connected Accounts, Connect Account. Let's say I have an Instagram. I'm already signed in online, so I'm just going to authorize. Now I'm given this option here. When I post things to my Instagram account, I can have Squarespace publish them to my site by downloading the data. I don't want this option. You can play with this. Like, let's say you want to feature a block with your Instagram images. I just want an Instagram link on my homepage. Go back to Settings, Social Links, add my Instagram. Now let's see where it's viewable. Maybe on my homepage. Oh, here it is at the top. I can go ahead and do the same thing for any other social media accounts I have. Okay, next I want to edit the fonts. Let's go to the design features. Click Fonts. Here we have different categories and different choices. Notice how the serif fonts have little feet. Let's try one. If you click the gear icon again, we can go into some other settings. I can change the headings, which are these larger fonts, the paragraph, which is the smaller text, the buttons, which is this here. Let's go to buttons. So I would only recommend this if you really have something more advanced in mind. If you can keep these sizes in mind. Notice how these are different variables for the different size of the buttons. So notice how my button, the font is different. I can go ahead and change it. Now it matches the font I chose.
And that's it for part 3 of this 4-part series on how to build your website. In the final video, we'll dive into how you can build an online store so that customers can buy directly from your website. We'll take a look at the Squarespace store interface and look at how you can add and edit products in your store, how to add shipping and taxes, and how to preview the checkout process. We'll see you there.